Okay, so basically what happened. So this was like a Saturday. After a long work week, a Saturday, it's like 7 in the morning. There's some kind of early in the morning. I had stayed up late and all this stuff. And then I get this, that sound on your phone is like, brrr, that emergency alert like you always get. It's like flash floods or whatever. It's like, brrr, brrr, wouldn't stop going off like every 2 minutes. And it's going, brrr, 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 brrr. It's like, dang it. So then I get up and wait, how did it go? Somehow I fell asleep on the couch, and then I ended up in my bedroom because, I know why. I was sleeping on my couch. I got up and I tossed my phone on my bed in my bedroom. I was just like, I didn't feel like there was a bunch of stuff all over my bed, so I didn't feel like doing that. So I went late, and then the lady upstairs, the apartment above me, she was just screaming at the top of her lungs at like 7:15 in the like 7:20 in the morning after my emergency alert's been going off for like 20 minutes in a row. And now I go lay down on my couch like I finally got rid of this phone. Like I don't know if I shut it off or what, but I tossed it in the bedroom, and of course I didn't look at it because I thought it was a flash flood alert. And then like the girl upstairs starts screaming so loud, like, oh my god. And then sometimes I remember like they would argue, like whoever was living up there, I think it was like a military husband and his wife, and sometimes they would fight. And I was like, oh great, they're fighting at 7:20, 7:30 in the morning. Like this, she was screaming so loud, like at the top of her lungs, and like all these sounds are in the parking lot, like squealing, and I could hear people outside. Like, what is going on? It's like 7:20 in the morning. What are these people doing? Like these cars were going like when cars go through my parking garage, it makes like a squeal sound. These cars were going so fast, like, and I could hear people outside talking about stuff, like yelling also. But it was drowned out by the lady in the apartment above me just screaming at the top of her lungs, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what am I supposed to do? Like, I thought she was arguing with her husband. I was like, I yelled up, I was like, shut the F up. It's 7:20 on a Saturday. Stop arguing so early. Like, I thought they'd been all night drinking, and now they're just like, whatever, arguing something. And so then I hear my phone. I was like, I thought I shut it off and threw it on my bed, but it's still going. Like, this emergency alert was like every 45 seconds, like the most fast synchronicity emergency alerts ever. I was like, that really must be a flash flood, or maybe there's a hurricane or something coming our way. Like, this thing is going off all the time. And so like I go in my bedroom, and I was just so frustrated, I threw my phone into the closet because it was like a bunch of comforter in there. I just threw it in the closet because some reason I couldn't shut it off while the emergency alert was going on, or I couldn't figure it out. I was so tired. And then I was like, it's gonna stop. And the emergency alert did not stop. It kept going, it kept going, it kept going. So I was like, this girl is still screaming. I can still hear her in my bedroom. That's the opposite side of my apartment, like the opposite side of my patio, and I could still hear this girl screaming. And then I heard people like in the common way, the walkway, like the breezeway, that people screaming out there, like shouting about stuff, like doors slamming, like running around, like all these clangs. Like, what is going on? Is this another earthquake? Because I mean, there was an earthquake a few years ago. That when there was an earthquake, I remember I was Christine was sleeping, and I was up like super early, like 7, doing something on the computer, and then all of a sudden it was like, because I got cement walls. It's like, who is running? This was also on a Saturday morning. Like, all these crazy things happen on a Saturday morning. And I was like, why is somebody running a jackhammer at like 6:50 in the morning? Like, I think I was going to go surf or something. And then after that, it was such a loud sound, like, in the apartment. Like, I thought the building was gonna fall down. It was so loud. It was like, it was like the loudest, like, echoing off of concrete ever. I thought I could feel the building just like shuddering. Like, oh my god. I yelled at Christine. She's like just like in the bed, like getting out of her cocoon, because I think it was kind of cold in the morning. She's like, what is going on? I was like, get out of the, like, she thought she was having a bad dream or something, because you never wake up and think the whole apartment's gonna fall down. She thought she was still in in a dream. I was like, get out of the apartment, the building's gonna collapse. And I run outside and she's still in the apartment and this is still shaking, like this loudest echoing cement sound ever, like, and I was like, Christine, get the F out of the apartment, it's gonna fall down. She's like, I gotta find Midnight, because our cat was named Midnight. It was another black cat. I was like, F the cat, get out of the apartment. But anyway, back to the other thing. This was a few years ago with the earthquake. So back to the thing, and like everybody starts screaming, so I was like, I'll go look at my phone. And I look at my phone. I don't remember exactly what it says, just talking about, but I look at my phone. It was like, extreme alert. Ballistic missile headed for Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter. And this was like 20 minutes after this. All this stuff has been going on for 20 minutes. I was like, oh my God. It seemed like it was going on forever because this emergency alert was going off every 30 seconds. And I was like, oh my God. I figured it out really quick. Like, there's a nuclear missile coming. Oh no. This is why everybody's screaming. I look out the window. People were like throwing stuff in their cars. They were like running to their cars. Everybody was just like flipping out. There's a nuclear missile coming. Like, oh no. and I thought, for a second, I just stood there in shock. Like, wait a second. Where are these people going? You can't escape a nuclear missile. Like, where are they trying to go? Like, you can't go anywhere. So I was like, wow, is this for real? Is this like how it's going to end? A nuclear missile coming? And then like, I tried to get on my phone and call somebody, and the phone was like, boom, boom. Like the phone wouldn't work. And then this time, I don't think I had cable. I can't remember. It was like DSL or something. And I watched TV through my internet, and the internet wasn't working. And I was like, oh no, some nuclear missiles already hit the mainland. Like, it's already happened. It's like they already did a preemptive strike. Like, this is it's full-scale nuclear war. Oh crap. Like, I couldn't call nobody. Like, I think I still had a landline at the time. I even tried to call on the landline. The landline was like, burn, burn, burn. I was like, I thought the mainland got taken out by nukes already. And there's like EMP in the atmosphere, and it's like cutting all communications, like no internet, no TV, everybody's screaming, running around in the parking garage. And I look outside again, I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? I can't call anybody. There's no TV. Everybody's like, I don't know what they're running from. You can't run nowhere. And then I was like, I look at the top of my fridge right here, there's like a really expensive bottle of vodka. I can't even remember what it was. It was like $100 bottle of vodka. I don't remember why I had it. I think somebody left it here or something. And I was like, so I get it out, and it's like, Izzy's sitting right next to me like he is right now. It's like, I started pouring shots of this expensive vodka, started taking shots. Izzy's looking at me just like, he's like like a little cute cat face looking at you, like Izzy. So and so I started drinking shots of vodka. I'm like, well, Izzy, if there's a cat heaven, I hope you go there. And maybe if you come to this heaven, like, maybe we'll see each other. I was like thinking like, wow, I really wish I probably already incinerated in a mushroom cloud already. It just like hasn't got to us yet. And I was just thinking about all this stuff. I was like, well, cheers. It's been a good one. I started just like, it was like 4 shots of vodka. Izzy's sitting there looking around, people screaming still. The lady above me screaming at the top of her lungs. I was like, hey, I'm sorry. I yelled up. I was like, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know a nuclear missile was coming. Like, I don't know you, but like, I was like, I went outside. I was like leaning over the balcony. I was like, hey, lady, like, I don't know you. Like, can I come up there? Like, so we can at least be with another person before we get incinerated. She was still screaming on the phone. Maybe she could talk on the phone or something. And then I was like, I went back inside. I was like pouring another vodka, and then I was getting more alert. And then I get another one, and I look at it again. And this is like 40 minutes later, and it said, false alarm. It's like, extreme alert canceled. There is no ballistic missile headed for Hawaii. Once again, false alarm. It's like, no way. Are you kidding me? Like, what kind of false alarm is this? I just thought I was going to get nuked by a missile. It's like, false alarm. What the heck? You know, so I was like, what happened was they were doing like some emergency alerts, civilian defense or something, and the guy hit the wrong button. And like set off the nuclear warning system, and like the whole island thought North Korea had sent nuclear missile here. This guy hit the wrong button. And then like on the news, I remember seeing like people jumping in the ocean. Like, oh really? You think you're gonna swim under the ocean that's gonna save you from a nuclear blast? Like that's not gonna, this is gonna evaporate all the water. It's like, I was like so relieved after like, okay, there's no nuclear missile coming. I'm not gonna get, no, there's no nuclear war. It's all good. It's not Mad Max world. So that's just basically what it was. Do you remember that? So basically, to make a long story short, it's like that was my 45 minutes of thinking as the world was about to end from a nuclear missile incinerating the island. I was so happy it didn't happen. I was like, wow. I was like, I've never, that was one of the times like I actually thought this was the end. It was like, this is the only time like I thought it was the end where I actually got to think about it. I was so happy like it didn't happen. But it's funny when you think about it and go back.